Trying to hit 100 subs by the end of the month. I know I said April, but I think we can do it. Let's go. Please just subscribe. And yes, I know, another video on That Vegan Teacher, but she just keeps producing so much content that I feel like I just have to keep talking about it. If you've never heard about That Vegan Teacher, she's a vegan who primarily is on TikTok trying to teach people about why being vegan is the best and that kind of thing. And she slowly transitioned to YouTube a little bit to basically make these awful reaction videos where she can't even be bothered to put the video on the screen. She just watches the video and reads off her notes. And so she decides to attack basically everyone who attacks her on the internet, which is pretty much half the people on YouTube, which is just not a good idea. And basically every day that she makes a YouTube video, you at least get one controversial statement. Like, we are not even a minute into this video, and here's what she said.
Hello students, it seems we have a new student here in our class. Her name is the Queer Kiwi.
Now, I don't know if it's just me, but I absolutely hate it when she pretends like the people watching her videos are her students. Because if you didn't know, she actually did used to be a teacher for little kids. And anyone who sat through any of her teachings, you know, I respect to you. You're basically an Army veteran to me. Like, I could not sit through even like a minute of her talking to me in person.
Right off the bat, I just want to talk about her conclusion. She at one point at the end, she says that I am sexist, homophobic, and racist. Even though I was literally wearing shirts that said that I was against homophobia and that I was against racism, for some odd reason she said these at the end.
So I've got two things to say on this topic. First of all, owning a shirt doesn't mean anything. You could literally wear a shirt that says I'm not racist, but then you proceed to be racist. Like, the shirt means absolutely nothing. And second of all, there are countless videos that you yourself have posted of you being racist, comparing being vegan to the Black Lives Matter movement. Coming out as LGBTQ is easier than veganism, and saying that being LGBTQ is selfish, and if your culture doesn't accept it, just like change your religion. Like, you have to understand how you're contradicting yourself. Like, you just sound like a complete idiot.
And I've also been fighting for the rights for the LGBTQ community. I was one person here in Canada who was fighting for their right to be able to marry. I am a bisexual, I'm part of this community, and yet apparently, somehow through all that, I'm also homophobic.
See, but the thing she doesn't realize is that she has recorded videos, probably watched them back, of her making pretty homophobic statements and saying, you know what, we'll post this. Like, I know you've done all this stuff, but you've completely counteracted all the things you've done by some of the stuff you've posted. So I think that's where people get this from. Is she homophobic? I don't really know. Has she made statements? Yeah, but it's not my time to judge, you know. If you think she is, you think she is. If you think she isn't, you think she isn't. Fair to you. I don't really care.
It's the strangest thing. Racist. Apparently I'm racist. Even though I fight for the rights of dark-skinned people of all different shades constantly and think that they should have a right to all of the rights that anybody else does and that they should not be discriminated against. They should have equal wages, equal access to jobs, be treated fairly. And as a school teacher, I know for a fact that if I ever had anybody in the class with darker skin, I always kept that in mind and was extremely careful not to ostracize this person or whoever they might be, and even go so far as to give them the benefit of the doubt where I never would have if these kids had white skin, because I know that they suffer in life, and so why would it make it harder on them? But apparently I'm still racist.
Once again, it's the same thing here. Are we not going to mention the fact that she made a video of this guy saying he wanted to eat chicken, and her comparing the chickens that KFC kills to black people? Like, are we just not going to mention that? I mean, you can say all this stuff, but from the stuff you have recorded before and posted before, we are taking these statements and making this judgment that I honestly just think is true. She can say she's done this stuff, but it doesn't matter because you have completely counteracted, as I've said multiple times, you counteracted what you have done with these statements and videos you have posted. So that's like my main issue about this. So to wrap up this video, I've got one more video that she posted on her YouTube channel where she doesn't compare being vegan to the Black Lives Matter movement or LGBTQ. No, she takes it a step further and compares being vegan to the Nazi Holocaust. Yeah, just listen to this song. It is honestly one of the worst things I've ever heard.
It was a Holocaust. What they did to the Jews and the LGBTQs, it was a Holocaust. So many lives were lost. It's still a Holocaust. Just look down at your plate. You paid someone to stab them. You decided their fate. It's still a Holocaust. The animals are innocent. They need a Bill of Rights. Stop raping and enslaving them, terrifying them day and night. It's still a Holocaust. And we are to blame. So let's hang our heads in shame. And now, no matter what the cost, let's end this Holocaust.
Now, this was the video that actually pushed me to make this, because you cannot sit here and compare animals, non-humans, that die every day because we need to eat, to people in the Nazi Holocaust who died. Like 6 million people in the Nazi Holocaust who died. One of the biggest tragedies, nay, the biggest tragedy in human history. You are saying, yeah, people who eat KFC, same thing. Like, this person does not exist. I can't believe that someone is so stuck up their own ass that they can believe that this is true. You just cannot believe that being vegan and the Nazi Holocaust are on the same level. Like, if being vegan is level 0, the Nazi Holocaust is like 20 million. Like, they are nowhere in comparison. Killing animals is not a bad thing. People need to do it. People need to eat. People did not need to die in the Holocaust, and that's what she needs to realize. And honestly, I'm not for canceling people, but, like, please go to her video, dislike it, like all the hate posts, because honestly, she deserves this for making this video. This is honestly one of the worst things I've seen on this platform. Now, I wanted to wrap up this video by just saying, let's hit 100 subs by the end of January. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs now by the end of the year. I think we can do it. Tell your friends, why not? Let's try to get me to 1,000 subs. It'd honestly be sick. If you enjoy the video, subscribe. I'm not going to just sit here and try to force you to subscribe. But if you enjoy the content I make and like the videos, please subscribe. If you have any new ideas for videos I can make, leave them in the comments below. Tell me the YouTuber's name, link me to a video, all of that. And anyway, thank you for watching. 90% of you are not subscribed, so let's change that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. See you later.